とまたざます
孫悟空!
Hello guys, welcome back to yet another video. Now in Dragon Ball Super episode 66, that is the ultimate last episode of the Future Trunks arc, merged Zamasu screams Son Goku. That is in the original Japanese dub. Shinichiro Miki, he done a just fantastic job at that scream Son Goku, and then he just belts out a fantastic scream with some great animation. Now in the Dragon Ball Super English dub, on the other hand, that is still on episode 60 now at the time of this recording. There's still 6 episodes left until episode 66, but I wanted to just sort of get a discussion going right away about what will merged Zamasu say when he screams out Son Goku. Now the reason I bring this up is because Son Goku hasn't really been used in the English dub of the franchise. I mean, it's been only used once. That was in Dragon Ball Z Kai, with the I am speech that Goku performs against Frieza once he achieves the Super Saiyan transformation. In Dragon Ball Z Kai, he says, "I am the Super Saiyan Son Goku," which is very accurate to the Japanese dub, and that was the first time that Goku actually said Son Goku in the English dub. Now, of course, that has been said time and time again in the Japanese dub, Son Goku, his full name, but never in the English dub, so that was a special moment that Sean Shenmue actually had the idea for, and originally he had to go through all of this permission, and he had to get a lot of permission and stuff from the higher ups at Funimation. He had to clear it with his producer Justin Cook, his director Chris Sabat, and all those types of people in order to say Son Goku. And because he said that, it just spawned this discussion in my head about, will merged Zamasu say Son Goku? And this is why I think, while it would be really cool, I don't think so. So in the original Japanese dub, Son Goku is just something they'd say, all the time, because that's just his name, Son Goku. But in English, that doesn't really translate well, because Son Goku, he's saying his last name and then his first name first, while in English, it's first name and then last name, instead of last name and then first name. That's just how it is in English. So, saying Goku's son, it just doesn't work. So just they call him Goku. So that, his last name has sort of been lost in translation, but since Kai, they've used Son Goku once, and that was in the Kai example that I just told you about. So, with that in mind, since they had to get a lot of permission from the higher-ups at Funimation in order to say Son Goku, it's a very special name. It's a very special title given out, and, especially in that scene where Goku was like, "I'm the Super Saiyan Son Goku," that was just a very crucial and very important, him proclaiming that he is the Super Saiyan Son Goku. Son Goku is an important title in the English dub, it seems, because they had to get permission, and they, it just was important at that time. So when Zamasu says it, it kind of loses its meaning, because Zamasu would be saying it in a derogatory way, Son Goku, he's immortal, he's a mere mortal, so why would he be giving a mere mortal like Son Goku that much amount of respect by saying his full name, so that's why I don't think Zamasu will scream Son Goku in the English dub, and as you saw in the original clip that I showed you in the beginning of the video, there's no lip flaps that suggest that they have to use Son Goku or another, line entirely, like "Damn you, Goku," or whatever. There's no lip flaps for Zamasu, and when Zamasu appears on screen, he's just screaming. There's no Son Goku, there's no lip flaps that have to, make him say Son Goku, so they can do whatever they want. They're probably just going to do Goku, because if you say Son Goku, that's a special title in the English dub, while in the Japanese dub it's thrown around, willy-nilly. In the English dub at least, it's a very special title that's only been used once, and that was when Goku was proclaiming that he was the Super Saiyan, Son Goku, and it felt right to use that full name. And, in-universe and outer-universe, that name is special, at least in the English dub. At least that's what it seems like. So if merged Zamasu gives him that special title in the English dub, that just wouldn't make sense from a character point of view. So it's like he hates mortals, he thinks mortals are beneath him, but he's saying his full name, almost like he's giving Goku a bit of respect. So it just doesn't make sense. So in my opinion, while it would be amazing if David Gray, or Sam Majestas, whatever you want to call him, we all know it's James Masters at this point, doing Zamasu. But anyway, so yeah, as it would be awesome if merged Zamasu, James Masters, shouted out Son Goku in the English dub and just started screaming, that would be incredible, but it just wouldn't fit the story of the English dub, at least, because Goku has only used that once. It's a very special title, and as it's been only used once, they have to get permission and stuff like that, so it wouldn't just work out. That's just my opinion, though. What do you guys think in the comment section down below? I really want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you actually believe that Son Goku, like just the title in general, not just in this instance, is right to be used in the English dub? Should they get more permission to use it more often? And in this instance in particular, what do you think? Should merged Zamasu say Son Goku in Dragon Ball Super episode 66 of the Funimation English dub? I don't think so. It would just be kind of out of character for a god, a divine being that hates mortals, to give a mortal some respect by saying his full name, which in the English dub is a very special title. It just seems kind of weird, even though there is a conflict with the Japanese, as the Japanese just use it over and over because that's his name. But again, that's lost in translation, like I said, in the English dub. What do you guys think in the comment section? Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And by the way, I just wanted to shout out Cow's Kingdom, who done a really great Zamasu impression for the now Voice Fist challenge. I think that's now outdated. The challenge, that is, not the voice. But I just wanted to link this impression video down below. It's fantastic. So it's basically my friend Cow from Cow's Kingdom. He done a excellent merged Zamasu voice. I really urge you to check it out if you haven't already. And he's just incredible. Cal, and also James Masters has been really killing it with the Zamasu role. But yeah, Son Goku, very interesting, like how that was lost in translation, and it still hasn't been brought back fully. I know they did it in Kai, like I just said, but they haven't brought Son Goku fully into the English dub, and I'm okay with that, to be honest. I mean, I know it's a staple of the Japanese, but a lot of stuff is staples of the Japanese, like the whole hick, thing, how Goku is a massive country boy in the Japanese dub, and he uses a hick dialect, and he uses certain phrases differently to how more city people like Bulma, how they would talk. There's a divide there, there's a difference. Even his own son, Gohan, talks in a more proper manner than Goku, in the Japanese dub at least. And then in the English dub, in all dubs at least, it's kind of been lost in translation. Also, Danny, he had an interview with Cynthia Crayons, the voice of Chi-Chi, and that was his opening part, actually, when he was like, it's kind of weird how there's like a country sort of attitude and dialect with Chi-Chi, but even though Cynthia Crayons is a country girl, she doesn't use the country voice, which is fine. I mean, it's not a huge thing, and the original Japanese dub just more awesome and more layered compared to any other counterpart, really. Even though I like the English dub, it's just, the Japanese has just some qualities just that makes it just far superior and just far more packed with detail. Just the way different people use the dialects and Son Goku and different names of that sort. Gokusa, stuff like that, little sort of nuances that makes the Japanese just a bit more appealing to watch and a little more nuanced than the original English dub, at least. I know the Kai dub sorts a lot of that out, but it's not entirely the same as the Japanese, and I don't think Dragon Ball as a whole with the dubs, moving forward will be at all comparable to the Japanese. Not in terms of quality per se, but just in terms of the nuances and the things that the Japanese do compared to the dub. And that's okay. The dub is basically an adaptation of the Japanese, as, it's the same as the Japanese dub of the anime is an adaptation of the original Dragon Ball manga. It's the same sort of thing. But anyway, guys, Son Goku, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And of course, as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.